So now that we have imported the MetaHuman data into Unreal Engine and have a couple of animations we can use, I think what we now want to do is update the mannequin. So obviously at the moment we are playing as this mesh here. So I think obviously what we want to do is be able to run around as our MetaHuman character. And of course, as part of that, our mesh already has some predefined animations. He can obviously run around, jump, and he has a bit of a falling animation. Okay, so we just want to have the ability to remap our MetaHuman to the mannequin, and in addition to that, retarget the existing animations applied to the mannequin and apply that to the MetaHuman. So I've gone ahead and tidied up the scene a little bit. So I've just got the ground, the walls, and our player start. So let's go ahead and open up the MetaHumans folder. Open up our character folder, and then we'll create a duplicate of the character blueprint. And then we can open this up. We'll head over to the viewport. So it looks like the forced LOD is okay still. So yeah, if you find your character is rendering weird or is missing certain features, just head over to the LOD sync component and set the forced LOD to 0 or 1. It should be fine. So we want to head over to class settings and set the parent class to the third person character blueprint. So now our third person, or our MetaHuman, essentially has the base functionality of a third person character that we've already got set up. So now we can come over here and drag our body component into the mesh. And we can get rid of this root component. And then if we compile and we see we get this error here. So we just want to go ahead and click on this target link and drag the body from the components list over to this target and just plug it in there. And if we compile that again, we can see that error is gone. So that's all good. And we also want to head over to the BP Hudson or the MetaHuman blueprint. And in the details pane, go down the very bottom and expand the optimization section. And set this option to always tick pose and refresh bones. And compile and save. And then if we click, select our body, we can head up to the top and we'll just zero out all of these values. We can see our MetaHuman is positioned correctly. So we can go ahead and hide our mannequin, which we don't need anymore. And if we head over to the content drawer, we will open up our third person character blueprint and copy everything within the event graph. And we just want to copy that over to the event graph of the MetaHuman. So we could just come down into some empty space. And we've got all that. Compile, save. For the moment, we're not going to need this stuff that we created earlier, so we'll get rid of that. And we can get rid of this custom event, and you probably won't have the sequence. Just get rid of the custom event, make sure it'll be positioned in here. And then we just want to go up to the top and drag this event begin play and hair LOD setup, and we can plug that into its place like so. Compile, save. And then over under the viewport, we want to select live retarget. Use live retarget mode. And we can set the default value to true. And we can see that the character has now taken up the idle animation. So it looks like that has taken effect successfully. So compile and save. And now we can just update the default pawn type. So if we go to the third person blueprints and open up the game mode blueprint and set the default pawn class to the MetaHuman blueprint that we have just created. Okay, compile, save. So if we go ahead and play that, we can see that we are now running around as our MetaHuman. He has the ability to jump. His hair bounces around. He's obviously idling. So that looks like that's working nicely. There are other adjustments you could make to that, such as adjusting the MetaHuman skeleton to be better aligned with the MetaHuman, but I think in this case I'm happy with that. That seems to have worked pretty well. So that'll do for this one, and in the next one we'll look at integrating the animations that we created. So we might press the K or the space key to get our character to kick.